Welcome back to another episode of Sankofa Pan-African series. We'll quickly look at the relationship between Egypt and Nubia from about 7000 BC. The two civilizations, Egypt and Nubia, are believed to have complemented one another economically, and this facilitated exchanges between them. However, from around 3200 BC, under the first dynasty, Egyptians started sending troops into Nubia to find raw materials such as wood, which were lacking or becoming scarce in Egypt due to its increasing population. Around 2575 BC, the Egyptian pharaoh Snefru conducted a raid into Nubia in order to establish an Egyptian outpost there, and by the 6th dynasty, Egyptians were carrying out long-range trading expeditions, sometimes combined with military raids. Eventually, the Nubian chiefs united against these Egyptian expeditions. They too started making incursions into Egypt. They wanted to retaliate. They eventually broke through Egyptian borders around the 13th dynasty, advancing northwards in 1650 BC. They took advantages of the invasion of the Hyksos to raid Upper Egypt, from where they carted monuments that they carried off to their capital. Eventually, the Theban nobles who were fighting to retake power from the Hyksos tried to form an alliance with the Kushites, who rejected their advances. However, Egyptian nobles were still able to penetrate Kush in order to form a guerrilla movement with which they fought against the Hyksos, as I mentioned earlier. During the process of expelling the Hyksos, the Thebans simultaneously continued to penetrate Nubia, and between 1514 and 1493 BC, they conquered the capital city, thereby colonizing a good chunk of Nubian area. One of the main attractions which made Egypt colonize Kush was its gold and other precious metals. After colonization, the Encyclopedia Britannica reports that although Nubians became gradually Egyptianized, Nubia broke away to form its own kingdom around 800 BC. Kush then conquered all of Egypt around 715 BC, ending the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th dynasties by founding the 25th dynasty. The 25th dynasty is called Kushite in the king's list. It is also sometimes referred to as Ethiopian dynasty by some historians. The kingdom was so powerful that in 701 BC, the Hebrew king Hezekiah sought and got the help of a Kushite king named Shabaka to help him revolt against Assyria. I will continue with the 25th dynasty under Kush in the next episode. Please, once again, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you have not yet done so. Like it and feel free to share with your friends. See you next time.
If you like our series on Africa's ancient history with Dr. Bumi Oisan, watch more of our educative African content on the Sankofa Pan-African series YouTube page, linked in the descriptions below. And please feel free to leave your suggestions, news tips, or topics about Africa you'd like us to cover.